Okay, hello, my name is Ronan McDevitt. I will be reviewing the book Call of the Wild by Jack London, written in 1903. I'm at the Carousel Bark Park today, and today is April 22nd, 2017, and you guys, my mom and my grandma, will be interviewing me questions about the book. So, let's get on with it.
So what did you think of Call of the Wild?
I did not think Call of the Wild I didn't like it because the book was really sad in my opinion, because characters are dying a lot, just animal abuse, and it just isn't a really happy story. So,
well, what is the central story of Call of the Wild?
There's two main reasons I think the author wrote this book. Reason number one is to show how people treated animals back then, which Buck was treated very poorly, except for his last owner, John Thornton, treated them very well. And his original owner, the judge, but the owners he had when he was trying to get to this place, Dawson, it was Perrault and Francois, who treated him very poorly because their dogs were very mean. They just always were fighting. And then he was with a band of adventurers, 3 guys, and they ran out of food in like the first 2 days, and they just didn't care, really. So they just let the good dogs go. Then he was with John, which John treated him very well, and then something happened, and Buck was set into the wild with some other wolves.
The setting of this of this book is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So could you tell us a little bit about where the book is set?
This book is set in northern Canada and Alaska. This is when this time period is when the Klondike Gold Rush was happening. The reason why Buck was sold, because people wanted dogs that could run for miles and miles a day, and that had like thick coats so they wouldn't get cold, and you could probably get a lot of money if you had a dog like that.
Did Buck ever, you mentioned the one good owner, what are some examples of why he was a good owner and the others were not?
I think John Thornton and his original owner, Judge, were good owners because Judge treated them like royalty, and he was pretty much king to everyone but the judge. And with John Thornton, the other dogs were behaving very well compared to Perrault and Francois. They weren't trying to fight with each other. And John Thornton really cared for him and treated him like family.
What did you think of the title, The Call of the Wild?
Oh, and then this is where the second reason why I think this book was written. Back in these times, America was becoming very industrialized, and this book is trying to show that we still need a part of nature in our lives.
And would you recommend this book?
I would, if you can handle sad things that happen in the book. I think it was a pretty good book. My grandma thinks it's a really good book. Person that's filming, I don't think has ever read it. And I think it's an okay book. I think I did like some parts, and my favorite part of the book was when Buck got John Thornton $1,600 because John made a bet that Buck could pull 1,000 pounds for 100 yards, which is 300 feet, and $1,600 back then was a lot of money. Nowadays, that's not too much, but nowadays, that $1,600 would be worth almost $40,000, which if you earned $40,000 for making a bet, that's pretty awesome.
Who would you recommend this book to?
I would recommend this book for teens. I think like 12 and up would be good, because younger kids, the writing, it's older, so they might not understand it as much. I'm not saying they can't read it, I'm saying it might be a little harder for them to read it. And it's pretty sad, so it's like... Thank you for watching my video on the interview for Call of the Wild by Jack London. And here's my dog Pama. And if she was around back then, I hope she wasn't treated like that.